Ian, what can you tell us about the job market?
Well, what I can tell you is that after an extended record run in the labor market, which led to, of course, ZipRecruiter's outperformance both on top line and bottom line in Q2, in the back half of June, for the first time in more than a year, we saw a slowdown in the labor market, particularly among small and mid-sized businesses. In a quarter in which you add 500,000 new jobs and you bring unemployment to 3.5%, it's not surprising to see the labor market take a breath, take a pause. But that pattern has continued, and it looks like it is the beginning of a slowdown in the overall labor market.
So let's talk a little bit about kind of past labor market slowdowns and how they've evolved and what this does and does not maybe remind you of.
Well, I mean, these are extraordinary times. You still, in spite of the fact that the number of open jobs came down by 5% in June, have over 10 million open jobs. And to put that in perspective, the last time we were at 3.5% unemployment, there were only 6 million open jobs. So employers still have a healthy appetite for talent. However, that appetite is being pulled back as they have less success in hiring, and they're reassessing the way that they're operating their businesses right now. Keep in mind the fact that we are still in an incredibly frothy labor market. And so whether you are a job seeker who is looking for talent or who is looking for a job, or you're an employer who is looking for talent, there is still a high level of activity.
So if I'm hearing you right, you're telling me that if I am on the fence about looking for a new job or jumping, now is the time to do it, because it's not likely to get better in terms of my my negotiating power, the ability to get a bonus, the availability of a job. If I want to pull my ripcord, do it now.
This is definitely the period that I would call peak leverage for job seekers. So if you were considering changing jobs, this is the moment. However, if you look at the trends over the last year, the employers who are having success are recruiting talent as opposed to posting jobs and waiting for talent to apply. And in a recent survey that was done, there were 37% of the people that were hired found that job because they were recruited to that job. And you contrast that with 2019, right before COVID hit, it was 18%. So it's just been a material change in the way that employers are successfully actually adding talent to their organization. It's actually been a key part of the success we had at ZipRecruiter, because our highly differentiating feature is the fact that on ZipRecruiter, employers have the ability to reach out to job seekers before they have applied to a job. And that's why our customers are having so much success, and why we've been able to outperform.
That's what I was going to ask you. How do the employers, the potential employers, know that someone might be poachable?
This has to do with the big change that's hit the job market over the last few years, and that's the introduction of algorithmic approaches in order to match candidates to employers' potential open jobs. It allows you to identify labor participants in the market who would be rich targets for an employer's new job posting, so that they can proactively go out and recruit those people. To put this in perspective and the scale it has reached, in the last quarter, employers reached out to candidates who had not yet applied to their jobs on ZipRecruiter more than 1 million times.
Wow.
Those are the employers that are having success actually recruiting talent. It is not simply those that are posting jobs and waiting for talent to find them.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.